time for our 360 round, and we take a look here at the Mag 7, and Quint Tatro is joining us, Managing Director at Jewel Financial. And you think some of these names, it's all baked in, we got to be careful. The exception may be Tesla. What's the big picture? Why baked in? So you're a little maybe tepid or cautious here?
Yeah, first of all, Nicole, it's great to be back with you. I always enjoy being on with you. So, I mean, listen, these stocks have been absolutely fantastic, have propelled the market to these heights we haven't seen ever, and they've been wonderful. But there's a common theme among a majority of these, and that is they are now fairly significantly overvalued by a variety of metrics. The most simple would just be simply looking at forward multiples compared to growth rates. And these companies have historically been this way. So I know there's many out there that are going, okay, what's new? But they've been this way, and then they beat significantly, raise guidance above anyone's expectations, and in the rear view mirror typically look undervalued. We don't see that anymore. We see these companies at stretched valuations coming into an environment where they're trading at all-time highs, most of them. And if there's any hint of even in-line expectations or in-line guidance, we believe it sets up for a sell the news reaction. So when you bake all that into the cake, we're just not a fan of sticking with or adding to Mag 7 exposure here.
Okay. Joining our conversation, Kevin Riley, Managing Partner, Exponential Investment Partners. How do you feel about the Mag 7? Is it a theme across all of them, or is it a sort of a mixed bag?
Well, for most of them, we tend to disagree with the other. I think they are a good long-term buy. Sure, some of their PEs are a little high. Microsoft's PE is still very high, despite the fact that it's come down from 460 to call it 415 or something like that. So on a charting basis, that one looks pretty good. The one we would try and avoid is Tesla here. It's just not looking so great. The stock dropped $20 after that reveal at Warner Brothers 10 days ago or so, whenever it was. Maybe sell some puts on Tesla at 220, so it seems to have support down in that range. But we like the others except for Tesla.
This is some panel because you're totally on different sides. Quint Tatro thinks the group may be overvalued, and Kevin's saying, well, I think they're good buys long term with the exception of Tesla. Quint Tatro, the only one he really may like here is Tesla. So Quint, why Tesla? Why now? Let's have a conversation. Make the answers short, and we can go back and forth a little bit.
Yeah, I'll say the first one, side valuation, is political risk. In the Mag 7, the only one, in our opinion, that has the upside potential with a Trump win is Tesla. Every other company, I think, would face significant challenges with the tariffs. Tesla and Elon on the campaign trail now, we don't feel that a Trump win is baked in here at all. And it is trading 40 times forward earnings, so I don't disagree with the rich valuation. But we also think that they are firing on all cylinders, no pun intended. We think deliveries and manufacturing there has been fantastic of late. And ultimately, we do believe in this robo-taxi news, and we think it'll be powerful.
All right. And Kevin, which names do you like in the Mag 7 then? I mean, if you had to do maybe 1, 2, 3 or your top favorites.
Well, of course, NVDA would be the number one thing. Apple, if you just want to buy it and hold it forever, you can't go wrong with that thing. It's got a beautiful chart. Microsoft has really come down quite a bit. I think that'd probably be our number 3 pick in the group right now, but definitely number 1 would be NVIDIA.
So why aren't you saying buy and hold, Quint Tatro, for the long term when the AI revolution is here?
Because we feel like there's other areas in the AI revolution that are now going to see the pin action. We've seen that with some of the energy names in the nuclear space, and we think that's just begun. And at the end of the day, a stock gets too rich for the valuation, and the expectations get baked in. And when they disappoint, these stocks take the elevator down. And personally, I've had a really great run in these areas, and I don't want to give that back.
Do you feel like you changed, Quint, because you used to like the group and now you're more cautious?
Yeah, I mean, we've been opportunistic when the valuations come in line. I mean, the last time I sat with you, or 2 times before, I was on the floor with you when they were giving these names away, throw Alphabet into the mix. They were unbelievable opportunities then to start 2022, now, or 23. Now, ultimately, here we are 2 years later. People can't get enough of them, and I'm definitely backing away.
Yeah. What kind of numbers do you think we could see? I mean, we always talk about 4 trillion. Which company is going to hit 4 trillion first, Kevin? With NVIDIA, let's say right now trading at a level of 141. You mentioned Apple, too, also has been a winner, and that right now is trading at 236. How much upside do they have?
Well, NVIDIA is now trading back at all-time highs from its previous run up in June. So who knows? I mean, it just depends on what happens in the future, and that's so hard to predict. So we don't like to get into the game of trying to predict price targets. Sure, I mean, all of them probably have at least 10% upside from here. Obviously, a lot of it's going to have to do with the election and how the economy goes going forward. I saw Goldman Sachs came out today and was predicting only a 3% annual gain for the next 10 years in the market, which I don't know what the logic is there. But we don't get into the business of predicting price targets, but probably a good 10% on all of them would be my guess if I had to come up with something.
Yeah, thank you both so much. Kevin Riley, Quint Tatro, good luck there at the Mag 7.